Okay, we're going to move on now to our next keynote speaker. He is the global president of Epson. In addition to being a talented engineer who led the team that created Epson's core inkjet technology, he is a visionary who believes that corporations have a responsibility to ensure that technology works for the benefit of society. Now, today, he's going to talk about his vision of how technology will shape the workplace of the future. Gentlemen, are we done? We're going to wait 1 second, but I think we'll go ahead. So if we could, let's give a round of applause to Minoru Usui. Hi.
Okay. Guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren. Welcome to CeBIT. Welcome to Epson. Before I start, I must invite you all to visit our 2 booths, one in Hall 3 and one in Hall 4, where you can see the latest in Epson products and technologies, and perhaps see how the world might look in the future. Why 2 booths? Well, in addition to our regular CeBIT booth, I'm proud to be here as a part of the Japan Pavilion, where I hope we show how original technology developed in Japan can be used to benefit people here in Germany and the rest of the world. Like it or not, technology is playing an increasingly significant role in all our lives. Without thinking, we can now contact colleagues or family on the opposite side of the world, or find a light street or a building using our smartphones. Rapidly developing a technology like a face and voice recognition and AI will take us a stage further. Like anything, technology can have a dark side too, such as hacking, theft of personal data, fake news, and bullying. And offline, there is the ongoing fear that technology will take away people's jobs. But even these fears present us with an opportunity. They are the reasons why all of us, individuals and organizations, must remain focused on why technology exists. On the potential it has to improve our lives. For sure, it is important to be constantly ahead in developing new products and state-of-the-art technology. However, also believe even the latest technology should be based on the certain old-fashioned values. At Epson, we value the traditional Japanese spirit of monozukuri, the art and science of manufacturing, and the spirit of the artisans behind the company's origins as a watchmaker. This means that we take immense pride in exceeding the expectations of our customers. Sushi chefs often talk about their main motivation being the smile on the face of their customers. And Epson is no different. Turnover and profit are not my main concern because these will follow if we create products that help improve the workplace efficiency or enrich people's lifestyles. Our policy is keeping the development and manufacturing in-house, allows us to gather customers' comments and feed them into the product design process to generate an endless cycle of improvement. Of course, this means it is essential to understand what people want, perhaps even before they understand it themselves. We therefore decided to dig deeper by recently commissioning research that reveals how business people think about technology and the workplace of tomorrow. After speaking to over 7,000 respondents across industry in Europe, and some of the world's of the most renowned futurists and technologists, we have drawn a fascinating picture of what people think about technology and how it makes them feel. Of course, there were negative as well as positive perception about the impact of technology. While 3 out of 4 respondents expect there will be fewer employees, and 90% of corporate respondents anticipate major disruption. There is also a perception that working environments will improve and that jobs will become more productive, accurate, and analytical. Over 70% believe that the efficiency of organizations and individual workers will improve, resulting in benefits including increased profits. I think it is essential for companies like Epson to understand that key trends and realize that technological development for the sake of itself is meaningless. Technology must remain focused on positives. We also looked at the areas of technological development that people expected to have a significant and positive impact over the next 10 years. Those of you who know Epson well understand why we are so pleased that printing, 3D printing, and wearable technologies came up fast. But insights like these are only the beginning. How we translate them into the products that make a positive difference is the next and most important step. The research revealed that technology is likely to change the nature of work itself. In corporate environments, for example, we found that over 7 in 10 believe that humans will be undertaking less repetitive roles and making fewer errors. Technology will also change the way we interact. Although there is no substitute for face-to-face interaction, technologies such as AR and holograph projection will be key to bringing together workers and teams who will be increasingly divided by location and lifestyles. However, our relationship building will remain important even as virtual meeting rooms become more mainstream. And as a major player in projection, Epson must develop the hardware that makes our interactions as seamless as possible. My goal is to be able to join a meeting my colleagues in Europe and to feel like we are all in the same room. Our research looked at a variety of industries. As a manufacturer or industrial robots, we are especially interested to see how people build the future of manufacturing. Many see a greater connectivity as a key to achieving a greater automation to deliver faster, cheaper on-demand production, and agreed that robots would play an increasingly significant role, although they would never replace the humans for creativity and flexibility. As you can expect, many believe that while 3D printing offers opportunities for reshoring a significant majority here, it could affect jobs. But this is one area where I feel the workforce, the composition of it, and the responsibilities it holds will change. We are headed for a more human-centric manufacturing model that will require an even more skilled workforce than before. As technology evolves and shapes the way we operate, I could say the same for other industries too. In education, our teachers will become a facilitator rather than the main attraction. As our children gain increasing access to information and tools to help them learn, our doctors will become more analytical, more required to interpret data fed from the home-based medical care systems and devices created for personalized illness prevention. And in retail, while we will still favor interaction with brands, the brands will become the providers of licenses to print rather than the producers of the goods themselves, allowing retailers to create a truly individual experience for customers. I will now take a step back and consider what this all means. The research indicates that we need to prepare for the future that I have just described. People are hesitantly acquiring the benefits technology will bring to their workplace in terms of increased productivity, but at the same time feel alienated and resistant. As manufacturers, it is our role to alleviate these fears and create products that help solve real problems and improve the people's lives. As organizations, it is our responsibility to integrate the technology into the workplace. And as a society, it is our role to accept the opportunities that technology presents. By doing this, I feel confident that Epson can achieve its goal of being an indispensable company that acts as a positive force in society. Now, to bring this all back to why we are here today. All the Epson products you can see here are based on efficient, compact, and precision technologies we initially developed in our early days as a watchmaker and have adapted and developed in a wide variety of fields with that spirit of excellent Japanese craftsmanship and monozukuri. As I mentioned earlier, our products combine the latest in technology, the spirit of artisans, and reflect the needs of customers and society. It might be unfashionable to say this, but I believe that excellent hardware is just as important as software in advancing technology, and in creating such hardware, there is no substitute for craftsmanship and decades of manufacturing know-how. Creating something that is completely new requires not just expertise, but true dedication. In other words, the will to overcome difficulties and to keep going toward a higher goal even when others give up. It is this artisanal spirit that is so important to Epson and is what I believe makes us different from other companies. An example of what I mean, it is the Workforce series of office inkjet printers that contain pioneering new technology and which we announced here yesterday. We created a Workforce enterprise by scaling Epson's precision core print head technology into a line head formation for office, a technology that had previously only been used by Epson in industrial applications such as label printing. Thanks to this development, we are proud to answer our customers' needs by bringing to the office dramatic improvements in productivity, up to 100 pages per minute, and cost performance, spectacular print quality, and outstanding environmental performance. Unfortunately, office printing is not seen as sexy technology these days. I think this is because the laser technology that has been the mainstream office printing technology has not evolved in recent years. Because customers told us they wanted a printer that took printer to a new level, we delivered. Moreover, we delivered one that proves that inkjet is the technology of choice. But what about all that paper you are printing? We are all concerned with the need to recycle. This paperless office is not coming soon. Our research shows that 43% still believe that even in 10 years, the paperless office will never materialize. Our latest printers save you money and electricity as you print. But now we have taken paper recycling to the next level. I'm enormously proud to be able to present Paper Lab, the world's first office paper making system that uses a dry process, launched in Japan late last year. CeBIT 2017 is the first time for us to show this incredible technology in Europe. We plan to start selling Paper Lab in Europe next year, with the ultimate goal of creating a new office printing ecosystem where customers can enjoy high-speed inkjet printers alongside Paper Lab with both financial and ecological benefits. Other products here are Mobilio, smart eyewear, complete with AR applications. Industrial robots are full range of interactive and other projectors. And the inkjet printers that will be a game changer in office printing. As a business, we have divided our products into 4 areas in which we believe our original technology can make a real and positive difference to the world. We call them our 4 areas of innovation: inkjet, visual communications, wearables, robotics. Now, let me zoom in on a few of those areas and tell you about Epson's future role. In an inkjet, my vision is for a world in which you can print and then recycle all the paper you want. Paper love is currently limited to office paper, but one day, I hope we can develop the paper of all sizes and see them used in factories, in offices, and even in your homes. It goes without saying that laser printers will one day be looked at in the same way we see VHS recorders and typewriters, and that Epson inkjet will be the world standard for printers. But how about 3D printing? The 3D printers on the market today are generally slow, inaccurate, and limited in the materials they can print. How many of you need to print your own plastic models and caps? But in the future, 3D printers could drive the democratization of industry. Anyone will be able to print high-precision products and parts they need, and then have them assembled by robots. There will always be a role for volume production, but 3D printers that are the fast, accurate, and print a wide variety of materials will open the path for inexpensive, small lot, on-demand, customized production. Our survey suggested some of the changes that technology will bring to meetings. So it will come as no surprise that Epson will continue to focus on R&D on the development of a visual technology like projectors. Projectors are currently used to present information in business and education settings. As you can see here today, or to provide entertainment in homes, bars, or other publication spaces. But I believe that potential for projection goes far beyond these uses. Imagine using your projector to transform the wall, floor of your and ceiling, floor and ceiling of your room into Waikiki Beach or the Amazon. Or in work, imagine virtual meeting where your colleagues appear life-size or even 3D. You could even have a room with interactive walls that looks like your smartphones and shows the information you need exactly when required. As I mentioned, Epson's roots lie in watches, which are the original wearable technology. Watches need to be compact, energy efficient, and stylish, and combined with our many years of expertise and original sensing technologies, we have the ability to create products that others simply cannot match. So, where is Epson's opportunity in packaged marketplace? As you know, problems like obesity and diabetes are becoming widespread throughout the world. In many countries, a rapidly aging population is also an increasing economic and social reality. Wearable technology was the centuries limited to telling the time. But now, advances in network, semiconductor, and sensing technologies make it possible to adapt the humble watch into a tool that can monitor our health on a constant basis. Using high-precision sensors, everyone will be able to monitor even the tiniest changes into their body, allowing us to detect diseases in their early stages. Ever lighter, compact, energy-saving, energy-efficient wearables will allow us to constantly monitor our health in a non-invasive way and offer advice about diet, exercise, and sleep. Next, I'll talk about robotics. In the past, robots were mostly used in manufacturing while being built as mechanisms that would take our jobs and control our lives. But I envision a world where robots are colleagues with coexist with us to perform manual or repetitive work, alleviate labor shortages in service industries, and even take care of us when we get old or sick. In the office, they could even replace PCs. Robots will not take our jobs, but will serve humans by performing difficult or tedious tasks and releasing us to concentrate on more creative work. So, what role does Epson play in all this? Not everything will be solved by technology, which is an interface between the humans and what they want to achieve. For technology to be useful, we still need excellent hardware and human understanding to make it relevant. We can only say that technology has worked when it allows us to achieve something that we couldn't do before. The secret to success will be fuse technology and craftsmanship to ensure products retain a human element. Epson's long history of craftsmanship of monozukuri put it in a fantastic position to achieve this. However, we must not be complacent. Corporations should serve as guardians to ensure technology exists to make our lives more convenient, efficient, comfortable, and enjoyable. As a company, Epson is dedicated to facilitating a positive technological shift by developing solutions that make a workforce more efficient and productive. Our core technology in inkjet, visual communications, wearables, and robotics are poised to achieve this. It may sound simple, but my goal is for Epson to be an indispensable company that exists above all else for the benefits of society. Tomorrow's world is going to be a different place, but that is what keeps me inspired. Dankeschön.
Thank you, Mr. Usui. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.